Hello and welcome. If you are just seeing this, you're probably fairly new to the Activz family, and we'd like to welcome you again to being part of this organization and being a business owner amongst those here at Activz. We're so excited to help you. Here at Activz, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself. And so we want to be here to help you be successful. And part of that is knowing how to navigate your back office. So you have an office that has been prepared for you. It's part of the $10 cost that you paid when you came in. And you can access that by going to activz.com, activz.com, as you'll see at the top of the screen. And this is the screen that should meet you when you get there. You can click on the login button in the upper right-hand corner, and it will then ask you for your username and your password. You set those up when you enrolled. If you're not sure, either your username or your ID number will work there. And if you're not sure of either one, you can contact the person who enrolled you, and they can go into their office and look you up and tell you what your number is. And then you can reset your password. So you're never locked out. Also, you can call customer service, and they are very helpful. You can find their information at activz.info in the FAQ section. Everyone is here and ready to help you. So once you've logged in, you will see a screen that looks something like this. The numbers will be different and a few things will be different. And at the top, it will say your name. It should say welcome and your name. All the names and personal information have been blocked out on this so that we can be respectful and protect people's privacy. But I want to kind of walk you through and show you what to look for and how things work. So your name will be at the top. You'll see the menu bar across the top. We're going to come back and talk about each of those in just a moment. But right now, I want you to scan down and look down through the screen and kind of see what the page looks like. So you'll see the key measures. That information shows three different categories. The top line is all what is current today, and then the bottom underneath the bar is what happened the month prior. This person has only been in for 1 month, so there's nothing showing for the prior month. You'll see in this category there are 6. This is how many people how this person has enrolled 6 people so far in this month, and it is personal to that person. There's 1 person in the gray over to the left. As you move over to the next column, you'll see there are multiple people there. That's showing the whole group. So everyone that person has told and people that they have told have enrolled a total of 16 people so far in the month. And this shows the volume that has been created so far by that group enrolling people this month. Last month, as you'll see, there is 0. Next month, that will change, and the total from this month will pop to the bottom, and they will be able to start new volume and grow from there. Underneath that, you'll see bar graphs. Some people see better with straight numbers. Some people see better in a visual drawn out. This is just so that people can look to their own comfort level. Over on the left, you'll see that there are green bars. Every time you log in, the rank shown up at the top will show what current rank you are right now. My suggestion is always click on that little down arrow that you see there and take it up 1 level from wherever you're at, and it will then change the bars underneath. Some of them will go white, some of them will go light green and show a percentage completed, and those bars will change, and it will show you what is needed to get to the next rank. Underneath each of the green bars, you will see colored numbers. The first number is what you personally have done. The second number is what is required. So under PV, you see the 500 and the 50. This person only needs to do 50 to be fully active at that level. They came in with a $500 start package, and so they have more than completed the PV requirement. So that's filled to 100%. To hit the rank of a 5 that's shown for this person, they need 7,500. That's in OV, and TCOV. OV is your organizational volume, and TC is total capped organizational volume. So you'll see the 7,500 needed, and they've done 8,370. So if we were to up this to A6, that would show a partially completed rather than 100%. The AL is the leg requirement. So at this particular rank, she needs to have 3 legs, and she has 5. So she's more than completed on that as well. And then the minimum leg requirement at an A5 is 375, and she's got 2,000 in her minimum leg. So she's more than hitting all of the requirements for that rank. If she were to go to A6, it'll show you where she needs to grow just a little bit. And then we're going to scroll down just a little bit more. You'll see the quick links in the bottom right. This is where you've got forms and quick access to some of the things you might need. Most of them you won't need hardly ever, if ever. The request placement change form is helpful. If you get more than 4 people, we encourage you to put them down below and waterfall it down, let it spill over to help your people down below. You only need 4 legs to be able to reach the top of the company. And so here in the FastPass system with our team, we are encouraging people to use that placement form. Or you can actually go to activz.info in the FAQ section. It talks about a couple of other ways. There's an email form that you can use that's very simple that you can send in. This W-9, everyone must complete. That's the arrows pointing to that one. We need you to fill out your W-9 so that they can pay you. Very, very important. The upcoming event calendar is not currently being used by corporate. We get all of our calendar events through the Activz FastPass app. You can get that at any of your favorite app stores. It's free, and you can download that. Will show you all the corporate calls that are in English, as well as any meetings that are going on that you can send people to that they will be able to learn and be linked back to you. So you retain the sponsorship and get the commissions for that, but you can send them to wherever the meetings are being done. Sometimes there's Zooms where everybody can plug in. Sometimes they're live meetings, but those are always available to you. So these points over here are something else that's kind of fun to watch. The loyalty points are just basically free money that the company is giving back to you in the form of product. So anytime you see loyalty points here, you're able to use them up at the top. We'll talk about that in a minute when we go back to the top. There's a shop button in your office, and you can click on that and go in and use those points towards buying free product. Now, free product is amazing. These are worth $1 per point. So already this person has earned enough to get a free bottle of any of the trifecta, or a free skincare, or a free arrow, pretty much any one of the free products. And that's great. You can't use them towards the product packages because those are already extremely discounted. They're not going to offer free on top of that. So the free points will only be usable on products. And anytime we get a new product, for about the first year, we can't use it towards that product. So right now, if you're seeing this in 2021, Arrow just came out at the beginning of 2021. So Arrow is not available with your product points. So if you're trying to purchase and you're finding frustration, it's probably because you've either ordered a package or Arrow, and those are not available with your points, but you can go in and order any one of the other single products. And at the end, it will ask you if you want to use your loyalty points towards that purchase. You are responsible for the tax and shipping, but small price to pay to get a free product in your hands. So that's a great option. These product points or loyalty points come when we make certain orders. So this person got points for doing their $500 start pack. They got a percentage back on that towards free product, which is exciting. And then just by being on some of the corporate calls that are found on that Activz FastPass app and putting in the chat that she was new and that was her first time on that particular call, she's gotten product loyalty points just for being on the call for the first time. So take advantage of those options that are available to you, and you can get free product through the points. Okay, back to the top. So we're going to look now to the name up at the top, and next to it is a little arrow. Anytime you see those arrows, that means there's a drop-down menu, and if you click on it, it will pop down a menu. In this case, it's all of your personal information. So you can see that you can change your account if you ever need to change an address or phone number or anything about your personal information changes, that's where you do it. If you need to change your credit card, let's say your expiration comes due and you need to change the credit card that's on file, you can do it here. If you have a product order that you feel like should have come yesterday or today, but it hasn't come yet and you want to track it, you can go into order history and you can actually link straight to the USPS tracking, and they can tell you where it is and when it should be delivered. Or it may show that it's a pending order, which means that there's a problem and you need to call customer service and figure out, maybe the credit card has a freeze put on it by your bank because someone has been tampering with your account, which does happen, or your expiration came due and you didn't know. Anything can happen that can hold up an order. So if you're not getting it, please check your order history and find out why. If it shows pending, please call customer service. Manage auto ship is where you cancel or change or speed it up. If you need it sooner, try and give them a couple of days, because if you try and put in a change the night before an auto ship runs, it's hard for them to get the information to the right people quick enough. So just make sure that you're being responsible with that. Try to give them enough information and time that they can react to it. My site, any of these things, just go ahead and explore down through here and get familiar with these different things, but don't do it during prime time when you should be building your business. Okay, now to the menu across the top. Summary is always going to take you back to the main page, as well as home, which is found up in the top left corner. We're not seeing that here, but either of those will take you back to the main page. Reports, as you see here, defaults to showing new members. That's the first one. You can click on, again, the little arrow that's next to new members, and it pops down the menu that you see on the left. So it's going to show that you can change the reports to show the new member rank advancements, any new rank advancements on your team. So you can text those people or reach out to those people and congratulate them. If you ever need to see a list of your personal enrollees and know who you're helping and be able to keep track of that, that list is there. Commission summary is kind of fun to watch your commissions. Striking distance is the main one that I like to use. Striking distance is only good after the last auto ship runs on the 25th. So I go in here usually the last few days of the month, and you can click over on the right. You will see the A5 box. I was going to see if I had given another slide on that, but I didn't. Sorry about that flicker there. Over on the right where it says A5, you can click any rank in there and it will reset, and it will show you anyone that's within enough volume that it's doable for them to do it in the last few days. So sometimes you'll be able to catch someone that's only $100 away from hitting A2 or A3, and you can call them and say, hey, let's help you get one more person in, and you can be an A2 or an A3 this month. This person, just needs 4 people to hit the rank of A5. And so it's exciting to be able to call them. Their current rank, as you can see under the blue, is A4, but they are close enough to A5 that just an extra 4 people coming in with that $500 pack would take them over into that next level. So it's just a really good chart for leaders to be able to watch and help their people hit those ranks rather than missing by just a little bit. Okay, the next one is resources. This is where we have basically a library that's been put together by corporate of things that we can have access to. So just kind of poke through here when you get some time. These are just a few that are shown. These are product pamphlets and handouts that we can print off. You can download them, you can print them off, give them to people. There's ingredient lists and logos and things to use from the company that you have permission to use anything in this back office under resources for building your business. The web meeting is there. I kind of skipped it. I prefer Zoom, but this is an option that you have in your back office. It may only come with the upgraded back office, but I don't see a reason to need that. We have other free options. You can go to Google, you can go to Messenger and do meetings through those sites or Zoom. So just know that it's there. It's not something you have to use. So my website is critical for you to use. When you click on that, you're going to have this manage my website pop up that you see below. And when you come over to my settings and hit the edit button, it will pop up this window here, and it will allow you to put in your business site address. So it's probably going to default to your name. If you haven't ever changed it, it's probably your name. And you can go in and change it to anything you want. So you can change it to living life fully, activating future, activate, health, wealth, whatever word you want to put there that's easy to spell, easy for people to remember, because this is going to be your website. You want them to be able to spell it and find it and get to that easily. It can't be something that's already used by another person. So you're setting up your URL, whatever word you put in this box or grouping of words is what will come before the .activz.com. And then as you look before or look below, once you set that, it'll say your current website is, and it'll show what it looks like, and it's blue. Anytime something's blue, it's a hyperlink, and you can right click on it and you can save it to a note or a file in your computer, And then you can just copy and paste it into texts, into emails, and give people your link very, very simply. So watch for the down arrows, watch for the blue, because those are hyperlinks. And anytime that your cursor, as you're holding and hovering over things, anytime that it changes from the arrow to the little hand, that means that there's more information there as well. So you can click on that and see what additional information is there. So that's pretty much everything under my business. We're now going to shift to my team. These things are up at the top next to the Activz banner. You'll also see the shop button that we referred to earlier for using your points. So my business contains a lot of just the business information. My team is an actual listing of your team, the people that you have brought on. You can see that it goes straight to detailed genealogy. That's the default. I personally am more of a visual person, so I tend to click on the graphic tree, which is next to detailed genealogy right here. And when you click on graphic tree, it shows actually people in circle form. So you can see your group that's there. You'll notice that there are arrows below 2 of the blue circles at the bottom right here. When you click on the arrow itself, not the circle, but the arrow, it'll take you to what is below. So in this case, there's one person below who has 2 customers. If you hover over the circle, so we're hovering our mouse over the blue circle, it's going to pop up that person's name, their rank, their ID number, and how much volume they've personally done so far that month. That is a really, really helpful thing, because otherwise you're trying to figure out who's the purple and who's the blue and who's the yellow and who are these circles or who are these customers. They're just a sea. And as you hover over them, it's going to pop up their personal information. Now, if you click on them, it's actually going to pop up a profile box. So this profile box is extremely helpful in knowing more details about that person. So if we clicked on that circle and this box popped up, it shows their current rank. And actually the rank probably that popped up was A2, because we can see over on the left under what would have been the name, it shows rank of A2. I have gone in and changed the rank to A3 over on the right, and that changed the boxes, because if at A2, they would have all been green showing 100%. Remember, we talked about upping the rank 1 so that we can see what the goals are. So if I'm going to call this person and help them, I'm going to click on the box over on the right and up at 1 level like we've done here. It's showing the current month. All of this is current information. And then I know that this person is 59% of the way, that they need $1,020 in volume to be able to hit A3. That seems like a lot, but if you're bringing in new business partners with a $500 pack, that's only 2 people and then just a product of any kind that any customer orders. So bringing in a customer that wants a bottle of Link or wants a bottle of Arrow would push you over. So you're literally 3 people away, 2 business partners and a product away from hitting the next rank. And so it's a great conversation to have as I call them. I know that they need 2 legs. If I look down in the blue, they've already accomplished that. So it shows me exactly with a glance what I need to say when I talk to that person. Okay, so here, go back again, we're clicking on that OV chart. So you can't see it here because it's not live. I wanted to make sure we're blocking out people's personal information, but if I was live and I was moving my cursor around on this, it would be an arrow on the PV bar and an arrow on, you know, the leg bar and things. But if I'm hovering over the OV bar, it turns to a hand. And that means that I can click on it. So when you click on the OV bar, it pops up the literal breakdown of that 1480 in volume that's showing on the OV and shows where it's coming from. So this person only has 2 legs, as you can see down in the blue, but there's 3 legs showing, and you'll find that this person's name is one of the names that would have been shown on this chart. That is because your own volume counts towards your rank advancement. I've seen a lot of companies like this, and most companies don't let you count your own volume, but this company actually lets that count towards it. So you're actually showing 3 legs. There's the person's own volume that they've done, and then there's the people that they've brought in and the volume that they've done. So you can keep an eye on it. So if you're watching your minimum leg requirement, which is the bar down at the bottom, you can just barely see the little touch of green, it's cut off. But that minimum leg requirement is basically showing that in order to hit these ranks, your smallest leg needs to meet at least a minimum requirement. So this is a way that you can see if you're not hitting a rank, where you need to work, where you need to focus, which leg needs your attention, which group needs to have a little bit more support so that we can get that leg up to the minimum. There is also a largest leg volume limit. So you can't have just one runaway leg that takes you all the way to $1,000,000. They are going to cap how much you can use from each leg at the top. So as we're growing, it's much more lenient. You can have like 70 or 80% out of your biggest leg. For most of the ranks at the top, it jumps to a little bit more strict. And so we want to try and keep your business as balanced as possible. And this OV chart I use literally every day. It's such a helpful chart to know where it is. If you need more information on that, get with your upline, get with your support leaders and your team members that are there to help you. But just know that when you click on this OV chart, it's going to give you a wealth of information. And then you can click on any one of the names that are on this chart and pull up their division, just like we've done here, and take it even deeper. You can click out at any time by clicking the black circles at the top with the X, and it will take you back. So that's kind of a quick overview of our back office. This is amazing tools available for you. We are here to help you, and we're so excited that you're taking this journey with us here at Activz. We hope that you'll treat it like a business. Don't get lost in these charts. Just know that they're here to help you so that you don't have to do all of the accounting and documenting of everything. And Activz has your back. Your leadership team has your back. And we're all here to try and see that you create a very successful business that can bring in income to you and to your family for years and years and years to come, and even be willed to the next generation. So thanks for spending some time looking at this. This is a resource you can come back and refer to anytime, and go and build your Activz business.